This is Anonymous in the year 2012. At a time where we are given an archaic system of political process from an archaic time to empower a pyramid-like scheme upon many countries to give the illusion of having a choice of decisions only to find out you really have none. That all political systems will continue to allow the few or the one to make choices for the lives of the many from these representative governments of pyramid schemes. We are at a tipping point where not only can we vote together from our homes for the candidate to make choices for our lives, but also come together and make those choices with a true voice and run the countries as one. Never in mankind's history have we ever had the technical capability and possibility to move the power to the people.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We will not forget. Expect us.
A time where we take this insane pyramid scheme and flip it upside down to have all the power and choices flowing from the people to the representatives who only follow the voices of the people for the first time in mankind's history. Question is, who will create this obvious need of change first, and can we even do it since the owners of our controlled money tool that we all go into debt for further and further and finding ourselves one day where we will all awake to see ourselves trapped as slaves to an indebted society owning our bodies, mind, and soul. We will fight for this freedom, to be responsible for all of ourselves, to make choices and educate ourselves with heavy burden and responsibilities and choices we put upon each other who represented us. Some of those who carried out great burden of real change in their hearts only to be buried under from this self-fulfilling prophecy. There should be no leader, as Anonymous is no leader and has no leader. We all come together and help one another to protect one another across this great embodiment floating in an ocean of blackness speckled in a flickering light of hope. We shall use what we have at our disposal. We shall use our gifts to show our displeasure on choices made on behalf of the corrupt corporations or of the unfair laws thrust upon us by governments not listening to the people who run these countries. As SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, asked of the people to share their own computing processing power, so millions of years of computing data could be done in a mere handful of years thanks to the many who agreed to share a little bit of their system from time to time. So too, we the freedom fighters of Anonymous no longer will hide in the zombies, Trojans, viruses, and such for usage in these days of protest if we can come together as one strength. We will create a system where you, the average person, can be a part of the ongoing changes that we all show displeasure for. We have no guns, no armor, no bombs, and in these times they have taken away our right to even protect ourselves, so we have to use what is left at our disposal. You, the people, will have this choice of adding this small piece of insignificant software to run nothing hidden, all open source, for brilliant minds to come together to be tools for the people's voice when the governments refuse to listen to the people. Knowing when the massive computing processing power is needed at your fingertips and the agreed upon many who simply can turn it on for the approval of our agreed displeasure for what is being done unjustly to your fellow countrymen and women. You can be a part of the great internet peaceful protest that will become a real choice with a real voice. You should have a choice to be a part of something greater than yourself, and this is a way for all of us to protest in the most efficient, safest method left, while still taking some risk of this choice from incarceration of our corrupt country governments and such. We have safety in numbers, brothers and sisters, and when the time is right, a video shall be released with the available information to your choice of becoming and joining our anonymous freedom fighters for this new era. Not with guns and bombs, but with wisdom, intelligence, and the combined power to cripple those that force the majority's hands with their indecency to greedy commercialized culture that they believe needs to be controlled by removing all of our freedoms. If they think us not capable enough to rule our own, it is not the discretion of the few or the one to remove more freedoms, but to educate men and women understanding the great responsibilities as we continue a new age of understanding that we can be individuals in a collective referendum majority voting internet capabilities that will free all men of tomorrow and learn there is not enough on this planet for those greedy few, but there is enough for everyone. What do you say? Do you wish to take on this heavy burden of responsibility together and make this voice together? It will be each and every one of you that will have to decide.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We will not forget. Expect us.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.